Okay, ladies, thank you so much for being a part of our first monthly paint along. Okay, what we're going to start out with first is our latte color. Little trick I like to do is just save paint. Instead of putting it on a cup, put it in your lid. That way when you're done, you just pour it right back in there. It saves you paint. It saves you a mess on a paper plate too. So, you're good. Okay. Now, I want to show you the brush. I'm just taking a big brush like this. It doesn't have to be big like this. You can have a brush like this. You can have a bigger brush if you want. It doesn't matter. I prefer something like this. Okay, and we're going to paint both sides of the crosses here. And remember, this does not have to be perfect by any means. Because, I mean the edges. Don't worry if you have any wonky edges, because all the edges are going to be covered with a black, it's going to have a black edge on it. So, don't worry about that, and just follow the line. Another thing you might want to go get, if you haven't started yet, is a blow dryer. Make sure you have a blow dryer there handy. That way, because there will be some parts in here where we blow dry things dry to make it go just a little bit faster. Okay? Another way I like to do this, you can go with your I can't even think. You can, okay, hold on, sorry. You can paint with the brush flat, but along the edges, I like to do it this way. See how I'm doing that? This way. Dang it, you can't really see. My hand's in the way. Okay, here we go. Like this instead of like this. Like this. There you go. Just on the edges though. Now, I'm not going to do that the whole way through it. That'll take forever. But on the edges, it's easier to make a crisp edge that way. Okay, now that we've done that one, this is what I love about acrylic paint. It dries so quickly. So by the time this one's done, this one can have its second coat. Like I said, don't worry about covering those pencil marks. They will be covered. Okay. You got your second coat on this one. Get that second coat on this one. Try not to go different directions with your strokes on your second coat. You want to go top to bottom, just one way. It's going to make it look prettier, okay? Okay, now, this is when I'm going to take my blow dryer and I'm going to dry these spots off, okay? I'm going to go in with the red. Oh gosh. I went a little crazy on that one. Okay, now we're going to take a brush just like the one we used. We're going to do this heart. Okay, almost done with the heart. Okay, good deal. Now, leave this brush to the side because we are coming back to that red heart in a minute. What I'm going to do next is the turquoise on the wings while that heart dries a little bit, okay? I'm going to do the same thing, grab the same type brush, the big ones. For bigger pieces, I like to use that same size brush. It just covers more area. And like I said, the first layer, don't have to be perfect on it. You can go whatever which way to cover. Doesn't matter. It's just that second layer is the one you're going to want to go one direction. And don't worry if your lines aren't perfect. They don't have to be. It's totally fine. You can always fix those. None of this has to be perfect. Everything is everything's going to be individual. You know, everybody's is going to be different. Just like when we get to that leopard in a minute, you know, everybody's leopard is going to look different from mine. I mean, some of yours is going to look the same, but some of yours is going to be different. That's great. You know, that's your creativity coming through, and that's fine. Okay. Now, if you sign up for the next month and stuff, I want you guys to know that you don't necessarily have to go based off of the colors I choose to. I hope that even some of you picked different things today. If you didn't like turquoise and you wanted red wings instead, you choose your red wings or striped wings, whatever you want to do. You know, it's just all based on what you choose. Like I said, let your creativity come out. It's fun that way. Okay, we're going to let this dry real quick, and we are going to go next to the leopard, okay? So, you are going to take a brush, just a small brush, medium-sized brush, just bristle brush. This is a big one, and that's the smaller one. You're going to want the small one, okay? And then, like I said, it does not matter what you do, you cannot do this wrong. Okay, you're just going to start making little dots, okay? You can make long, skinny ones. You can make little, short, fat ones. It does not matter. Each are different. It's actually funny, when we were little, me and my sister and our best friend, Kayla, we actually painted her bedroom with cow spots. And all the cow spots, you know, were pretty similar, and they looked great. And then we see my little sister Haley's, and I had never seen a spot that big and that funky looking. We literally just all sat there and laughed for forever, because it literally looked like a dinosaur, and we were like, oh my gosh. But the funny thing about that was we loved it. Every time we looked at it, we laughed, you know, and it was right by Kayla's bed. But that was the funny thing about it, was, you know, it was so unique, and not everything was perfect, but it made it more special because, you know, there was a funky dinosaur spot, you know. It was just funny. So remember, does not have to be perfect, does not have to be just like mine, but make sure whenever you do these spots that you're spacing them far enough apart, because you've got to remember there is going to be black going around the outside, okay? So you have to leave room for that, otherwise you are going to have just big blotches all together, and you're not going to want that. Just remember to calm down too through this. Have fun with it. It doesn't have to be perfect. By any means, it does not have to be perfect. My mom has a hard time with painting because she feels it has to be perfect, or she's not happy. She's a perfectionist. Okay, I'm about to turn on the blow dryer to blow dry the spots real quick, because we're going to start on the black, okay? Now, you're going to take the exact same brush that you used for your brown dots, okay? You're going to dip it in the black, and I'm going to hold this up. I'll hold this up a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. Now, you can have some that go all the way around, okay? Or you can have some that go that side and that side. Let's do one that goes halfway around and then has a little dot. Then a little dot right there, maybe a little dot just on that side. These, like I said, these don't have to have any rhyme or reason to them. Just go with it, however you want them to look. If you don't like squiggly and you want to just do thinner ones, do thinner ones. I like a thicker one, but that's personally me, so. Kason, will you let the dog in, please?
Let herself in. Okay.
Okay. Remember, just go with it. If you feel like you made a line too big, just go with it. It'll all be okay. I'm sure it'll look great. See, look at that. How easy was that? Okay? Now, do the same thing on the other side. And the more leopard you do, the easier it'll get. I used to freak out about leopard. I remember the very first time I tried leopard, it was painting a bench. And oh my gosh, I had to look at a piece of paper and I was like, oh, I'm going to mess this up. Oh my gosh. The whole time I was so worried. And it was so easy once I got done. I was just like, that wasn't so bad. Okay, I got this. Like I said, it's your own interpretation. Everybody's is going to be different. Okay. Now, we're going to let that dry a little bit, and we're going to go back to that turquoise and give that guy another coat. Actually, my red is fine. I don't think it needs another coat. If yours does, by all means, give it another coat. That turquoise definitely does. You see how I'm going top to bottom? Try and see if you can make full strokes. Sorry, got hiccup. Full strokes, top to bottom. It's just gonna give it a better, cleaner look. Make sure to really get some paint on that brush. But, I mean, of course, don't overdo it where you just got paint bubbling up and dripping places. But now on the sides, of course, you're not going to be able to go in one direction. Just do the sides. It'll be fine. It's not going to hurt it. Okay, there we go. God, I love that blue. It's so pretty. I just love blue, leopard, and red together. I just love the leopard. Probably my absolute favorite animal print. It's one of my favorite prints in general. Not big on zebra. Never have been. Just always love leopard. Surprisingly, I have one thing leopard in my house. I have one pillow. That's it.
Pillow? You mean blanket?
Oh, I do have a blanket too. You're right, son. Okay, those are done. Now, I am going to wash out these brushes and blow dry this a little bit. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to blow dry it. I'm going to let that dry because now we are going to start on the diamond, okay? Now, you've got to remember when you're doing the diamonds, okay? You're going in rows, okay? You know how diamonds go. So, you've got to make sure to really, really watch. I always start with one, and if you need to do them individually, that's fine. And make sure you're pushing down on that tape, on that edge, so nothing goes through. This is flat wood, so it's not going to bubble up and go through, or it shouldn't. It should not bleed through if you press it. Okay. Okay, now we're going to go over, remember? And since we can't do the one next to it, we're going to go to the one right beside that one. Now, it's just this first part, the first row of black or white, whichever one you're going to do. After that one, it's a piece of cake. You've just got to figure all these out first. Now, what you're going to look at next, okay? You know they all meet at points. So, this is your first layer. Now you're going to go to your second layer. Wherever they meet, this is your second layer. Okay? So you're going to go right here. You're going to go right there. And then this is my second point up here, so I'm going to do this one too. Hush. She's so upset she sees the Canadian geese out in the backyard there. She wants to get them, poor dog. Okay, now same thing for up there. Start with this one. Lolo, you're fine. Galicia. Okay. Oh, she wants those geese. She said this is not fair. She's stuck inside. We live behind a football field, and so the geese land in the football field all the time, and she just
Mom, there's people in the football field.
goes crazy all the time for these geese. Okay, and you can see the pattern there. Okay, now I'm taking a big brush like this. You're more than welcome to use the other brushes that we used for the blue and the red and the tan. Those are just fine. This is just the one I was choosing to use. You don't really have to go with any rhyme or reason on this one. This covers quite easy, of course, because it's black. I like to go do the edges first. Now remember, when you go around with these parts over here, be a little careful. Fill them in. Boy, look how fast it's coming together, huh? Okay. I think one of my favorite parts is peeling these off. It's just like one of those, have you ever seen those videos in Snapchat, like those satisfying videos? That's what this is for me. It's like they're called oddly satisfying. And, I mean, look at that. Now that is oddly satisfying. Look at how perfect those come out. Definitely satisfying. Love it. Now it's the easy part. Now we just connect pieces this go round because we now have our pattern down. But this is where I'm going to grab the blow dryer again, and we're going to blow dry this down. apart, you just connect. One to one. Sorry if this month was crazy for anybody. This is the first time doing this, so it's just like anything, you know, the first go round, you gotta work out some kinks and things like that and figure out, you know, different things. And so I think tonight I'm actually going to be opening up these sign-ups for next month. Door hanger, that way, and on the 15th of each month I will be painting, so I'll offer it up on the 15th and paint the next month on the 15th. That way there's plenty of time to get everybody their hangers to them, things like that. So it'll be definitely well organized next month for sure. And if you join me next month, you know, you'll already have your brushes. That'll be nice. Don't have to get any more. And a lot of things I use black and white for, so, and turquoise. So a lot of that stuff you'll already have a lot of the paint for. So if you do these each month, you'll start getting a nice little collection. You won't even have to get supplies anymore. Be nice. Okay. Done. These poor kids are usually so good when I do this, you know. Every now and again, they'll forget and you'll hear some fighting in the background. They're just so used to me doing lives at this point, so. They're so used to, bless their hearts, we've had to adapt to so many things, paint, being on everything, not eating from their kitchen table because that's where I paint right now because I do not have a shop, and these poor kids. Look at that. And how pretty does that look with the wood? I like that. That's neat. I should maybe make one of those sometime. That'd be really pretty. That'd be really nice. Okay, now I am going to go ahead and let this guy dry because it still needs to, I want to let that black fully dry. So now I'm going to go back with the brush that we had the first go round. The leopard brush that we did our leopard spots with. We're going to take that, the small one, and we're going to outline real quick, okay? Now, a good technique to have a steady line is your thumb. I'll show you. Let's see if you can see. As I go, I hold my thumb right here and slide it down with me as I go, and it helps to steady my fingers. And you get a straight line every time doing that. How easy is that, huh? It's just a fun little technique to know. It's just isn't that looking pretty? Only thing you gotta make sure is that thumb doesn't have black paint on it too. Many times I've done that. Just drunk paint across and had to fix it somehow. I have my Mondays, all that. And if there's not room, use your thumb on the table there. You can still use it right off the table there. Okay. What it does, it just steadies your hand. And I hold it real close to it too, okay? And you know what? Even if it isn't perfect or steady, that's okay too. Mine were not at first. Oh gosh. When you go back and look at my first hangers, oh gosh, bless my heart. But you know, over time, you don't get as scared, and you could relax, and your hand kind of goes with the movement. For a long time, probably for the first year, I could not do a pretty swirl to save my life. But now, my hand naturally does swirls, perfect circles. Look at that. Isn't that crazy what just a little black outline does for a piece? Craziness. I'll just do the same on the other side. You know, and the good thing that these videos aren't live is that if I happen to be going too fast for you guys, you can always start and stop. You can pause it. If you are thirsty or are hungry, or your husband walks in and you got to find out about his day, you can pause it and get up and come right back to it. It's awesome. I thought it'd be better to do it in the email. That way you're not going on my page and searching for where that post was, where is that video. You know, that way you can do it whenever you want. now we are going to go in with the white diamonds. Actually, need to do this guy real quick. There we go. Same thing. We're almost done with this. Can you believe it? That wasn't too bad at all, was it? And then you gotta be proud that you did it all on your own. I think there's a little artist in everybody. There's a little creativity in there. You just gotta let it come out. You know, a couple of years ago, I had no clue that I actually could paint. I always thought my mom was the only one with the artistic bone. Now, my grandma could paint actual painting, so, I mean, she's incredible. She does mock Thomas Kinkade paintings, and, I mean, it's unbelievable, and I was always so jealous of her. And so, one day I was driving around, and I saw a yard sign, and I was like, I want one of those. So I went, got one, made my sign. It was not that great, but, you know, it's okay. It worked. And then I started making, I was like, okay, well, I want a door swag now. So made door swag pieces, posted them, people saw them. I had a lady that also wanted to buy something. Sorry, my finger caught it. And so she met with me and said, hey, do you paint walls? I was like, well, no, but I can. I mean, I'm sure I can. And I thought, oh, this will be easy. I can do some stripes on a wall. I can do some diamonds, blah, blah, blah. That's not what she had in mind. And so I got there, and she wanted frogs in her, what's it called, laundry room. If you'll go back to my very first posting on my page, you can see these frogs that I did. I did Maud and her little dog, and then I did some frogs. And I remember her telling me she wanted this picture of this frog, and I was thinking, lady, you're crazy. Like, this is not what I do. Oh my gosh. I'm not that kind of artist. And so I was like, but okay. She was like, no, I believe in you. I think you can do it. Just try it and see. And so I was like, okay, I will. I'll try it. And sure enough. So I get this piece of paper, I get a pencil, I get the picture, and I just start painting or drawing it out first. And I'm shocked. And I was like, what? This actually looks like a frog. Oh my gosh. And then I did these flowers, and I learned to do shading all my own that day, and it was crazy. I mean, of course, it's all gotten better over the years, but I was just like, when I got done, I was like, well, I'll be dang. I'm actually finished. I did this. Who would have thought I was an artist? Oh my gosh. So that's where it came from. That was pretty neat. Thanks to that lady for pushing me out of my comfort zone. I would have never known what I could do. So it was pretty cool. Now, the white I told y'all to get, I have gallons of white, so I'm using that. Now, your white you might need a second coat. Mine does not. It's house paint. So, but just put that second coat. No big deal. I'm going to blow dry these real quick. You want to hear something crazy? So, I've already actually done this video today. I actually got halfway done with it. This is where I got to last time. And people started calling me. And every time somebody calls, it stops your video. And so the first time I was like, okay, no big deal. You know, I'll just send it into 2 videos. And so I'm going, I'm almost finished. And then my big sister calls, and I didn't answer it. And I was like, oh my gosh, no, there's no way I can send this in 3 pieces. And then she calls again, and I just had to answer it. I was like, oh my gosh, I hate you. It's like I was doing a video, and oh my gosh, you kept calling. So yeah, this is my second time hating this for you guys today. Oh man, that's bad. But this time, I got a little smarter and went ahead and put it on Do Not Disturb this time. So, you're going to get just 1 video. Thank goodness. And I'll keep my insanity because I don't know what I would do if that happened again. I would lose it probably. I'd cry. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and... Ooh, isn't that pretty? Oh, I love seeing things come together. Hey, you guys stop eating those. You're going to eat the whole bag. You're going to eat the whole bag. Go get an apple or something, please. Sorry, guys. Okay. One more. The second one has come home. Let the fighting commence. No. Okay, finish these diamonds out. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to go back with the small outlining thing, outlining brush. And we're going to go over the heart. little different thing about the heart. Okay, you're going to go from up here. You're going to go in and twist, okay? Just to go up and twist. Now, don't overthink it, guys. Remember I was telling you, don't overthink that one. Okay? And then, my white's already dry. So, we're going to go around the edge of this too. Is it like it? No. Sure. A little bit difficult. Sorry guys. Oh, not in your face there. Sorry. Had to put in my charger. It's going to go dead on you. Okay.
If you do it dead or you don't? If you're so dead or you get a hand.
Okay. There we go. Now, even if there's black on your bottom row, still do it because you make it'll actually, since it's a second layer of black, it will show as a line. It's weird, I know, but it does. Okay, guys. That is it. How easy was that? How beautiful is that? That is so much fun. And now you have a gorgeous door hanger. I hope you had so much fun with that. I appreciate every one of you that signed up to do this. Like I said, I'll make an announcement tonight on what we'll be doing next, so you can sign up for the next one. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Message me with any questions. Thank you so much. Bye.